Okay, kids, gather around for story time. Tonight's story is called The Mystical First Years. Ooh. Once upon a time, in a faraway land called Waterloo School of Optometry, there was a little adventurous boy named Alex. Alex had magical suspenders and a luxurious head of luscious hair.
What magical powers did his suspenders have?
Well, Brianne, they made him appear to almost be the size of a normal adult male. That isn't all. Alex had a best friend. His best friend was a ferret. Seriously. The ruler of the kingdom was Josh Smith. He was an appropriate ruler for the class of 2013, because not only was that his age, but it was also the average number of words he used per sentence. We're not sure how Josh became king, but we know it sure wasn't by being good at chugging beer. Weakest link. Weakest link. At first, the kingdom was a happy place. Fresh off a victory in the local village's Cornhill Cup and vanquishing the Wicked Witch of the West, everybody in the kingdom was smiling from ear to ear. But not for long. Trouble was brewing in the kingdom. The class was becoming extremely competitive, not sharing resources passed on by their elder brothers and sisters. And don't get me started on the turmoil caused by the deciding of the table arrangements at the kingdom's annual eyeball. They had become so divided that the boys and the girls had turned against each other and were forced to live on opposite sides of the kingdom.
Oh no!
Oh. Alex was on a mission to reunite the kingdom. Word had spread that King Josh was proposing changes to the immunology lab, which would most certainly send the kingdom into disarray. Little Alex tried to gather some troops from his class, but they were all studying, as their next midterm was merely a month away. So, little Alex had taken it upon himself to go on a noble quest to deliver the message of the people to King Josh.
But what was the message?
We don't know. We're in the third year and we don't talk to them much, but something was going on with their class. So, Alex set out on a trek to the castle, with his trusty map navigating him through the village and into the forest. But wait. The forest was getting dark and TJ got scared. He snatched Alex's map and climbed up into a tree. Alex was distraught. He tried to climb up the tree, but he was too short. Just much too short. He fell and hit his head hard. Alex woke up in a daze and realized two unnaturally orange Amazons were standing in front of him. At first, he thought he was experiencing diplopia, but then he realized that he's a first year and has no idea what diplopia is. With one fell swoop of their praying mantis-like limbs, the Amazons helped Alex retrieve the map and his ferret from the tree. So, Alex and the Amazons made sexy time, and onward they went into the darkness of the night. In no way does this advance our story, but it allows us to show humorous photos of our protagonist. Upon reaching the castle's gate, Alex was confronted by the castle's guard, a curly-haired man named Mark. With his jerry-curled locks glistening in the morning light and his trusty puka shell necklace draped around his neck. Mark was Josh's most trusted guard, as they had known each other for centuries. They're both really old. "Stop there, young child," said Mark the guard. "Before you advance, you must answer this riddle. Who is the greatest class in all of optometry?" Alex wanted to remain loyal to his class, but Mark's undying love for the second years was renowned throughout the kingdom, particularly the fellows with the tight pants. So, Alex swallowed his pride and replied, "The second years are the greatest class." "You may now enter," responded the guard. Alex and his ferret scampered to King Josh's quarters just as he was about to make the dreaded changes to the immunolab. Fortunately, he arrived just in time, and effectively, Alex saved the day.
Yay!
So, children, does anyone know what the moral of our story is?
Be true to yourself?
That's a good suggestion, but that's not our moral here today.
When you hear hoofbeats, think horses?
No, that's not it, Brianne. Children, the moral of our story is, You guys are in your first year. You need to relax.